Hello. I don't know what day this is, but I think I'm switching gears on the video diaries thing. I thought it was going to be more me talking to myself and processing, but I keep finding myself continuously giving messages anyway, even though I was kind of in a space of maybe I just need to find my own clarity and not give other people clarity. But I believe that whoever resonates with this message, as many readers on here say, they are meant to hear it and they're going through similar things that I'm going through. And it's all part of this oneness and relating to each other and feeling seen and finding that sense of community, whether it's in person or online or talking to someone specifically or speaking to someone through a video like this. So I think that's beautiful. And I really I wrote down some things about what I want to talk about. Lately, I have met a few people on online meetups that really resonate with me on a soul level. It makes me emotional. Wow, okay. It makes me emotional because it's been a while. I've been in isolation. Wow, I was not expecting this. Okay. I even had coaching today, so that tells you. I have a lot of emotions coming up right now. I'm also in the process of grieving a past version of me that I'm very much still in. I feel these people that I have met and that I resonate with so deeply are part of my people who are helping me grow. We're all helping each other grow and evolve to get to that next level, to step into our authenticity and even more just continue that evolution of authenticity and identity and who we really are, who we really came here to be and do. Wow, this is great. I love this. Okay. And this is what's so great about making videos like this is you can have a plan, you can have a whole list of stuff that you want to talk about, and you can think that this is the message and this is what you're doing. And then you start talking and all of a sudden you're crying and really just so grateful that you have met some like-minded souls. Because this world, there's Bella's ear. This world it can be lonely and it can be isolating and it can make you feel alone. So it's just good to know that I'm finally in that space to receive love from others and open up to connection and step out of my comfort zone and just be a more aligned version of myself. So I really like that. I guess this is kind of making me want to talk about turning pain into purpose. So I follow another channeler, intuitive channeler here on YouTube, and Jadina, I believe. And a lot of the things lately have been about, or they just brush on this from time to time, where it's a beautiful honor to be a human. It is the highest regard of being a spirit is to be in a body. And not every spirit or why do I want to say entity? And we're going to say spirit. No entities. But maybe. There are entities, but I don't think they would get bodies. Wait, that's like way too deep. I can't even get there. I'm in a positive space, so we're just going to stick with spirits. Some spirits don't ever have a body. They don't understand it. Some of your guides that's why we have to create boundaries with some of them, because they don't understand how slow pace it is to be a human. And I've gotten a lot of clarity on the fact that I am a very old soul. I had an energy check from a very skilled practitioner who confirmed this for me. I've always been told I'm an old soul. I've always felt like one. I just have a lot of knowing and deep wisdom that not everyone my age has, and also the fact that I just look very young for my age, and so people are even more thrown off by me. But I pretty much am an old soul, an ancient soul in this body, and I myself am impatient. It's taken me a long time to really have patience, and I still have impatience because there are certain things I want to do in this life, and I still have to work through so much stuff and learn certain lessons and grow at the pace that I'm supposed to be growing at. And it's annoying sometimes. You just want to get stuff done. I just want to help the people, but it needs to go slow. It needs to be at this pace, because if I could just get everything done, the world would be perfectly beautiful and healed, and then we would all be like, okay. And maybe people are like, well, yeah, of course you'd want that, and then you could just be all peaceful. But the pain that we go through, turning that into our purpose, that is something that is a beautiful process, even if it doesn't feel like it while you're in the thick of it. And I'm still in the thick of it, but I just have a different awareness and perspective of it. And Jadina's videos really helped me with that. And I had also come to that kind of realization around the same time. So it was like a confirmation. And that just shows that these messages and these realizations are all out there, and we are all connected. So everything that you go through in this life, the hardships, the trauma, the challenges, the good things, the happy things, it's all a part of your soul's journey here in this body at this point in time and space. And everything you go through, every mistake, every perceived mistake, it's just something that helps you grow and learn. And you have a choice to grow and learn from it, or to continue repeating those mistakes. But it doesn't matter how many times you have to repeat the mistake, because your soul knows where it's going. You have a purpose here, and you're slowly working towards that. And we start out at, ground level 0 when we come here, and we choose our bodies, we choose our parents, we choose to go through certain lessons to evolve and grow as a soul. We have this agreement with Source, with God, to do certain things in this life. That's why when you are a kid, you have certain interests, things that really light you up, and a lot of people lose that as they become adults. And it's kind of like, can you get back to that? Can you connect with your inner child? Can you heal? Can you see life for more than just what the mundane is? Can you connect with your spiritual self? Can you tap into your gifts? Everyone is psychic. Everyone has gifts. And we all find out, or don't, on our own timelines and our own journeys. Because if everyone was just, I'm psychic right from the get-go, that would be also boring. So we have to work towards these things, and these lessons that we learn really create they create this purpose for ourselves. So everything that you go through, copy and paste it and be like, this is my purpose, is to help people with what pain I went through. And I'm a natural healer. I want to heal everybody. And it can be exhausting because sometimes I don't know exactly how to protect my energy. But I'm working on that. It's a lot of boundary stuff. I can't heal everyone. And I do deserve to be paid for my gifts and what I offer and the value I provide to others. So I have to remember that, because it's hard to be a spiritual practitioner and think that you deserve money for what you do, because you just are a natural healer and you want to help others. Phone's ringing. I feel like that's a confirmation. So I'm really working through some of that, and I'm excited and ready to coach someone. I've already had some experiences where I know that this is my next steps, along with a bigger picture of peace that I have. But I went through a lot of identity stuff, so I can see when someone hasn't fully expressed themselves for who they really are. Like, I can just tell, and I can just know. And I'm like, I could help you. I could coach you so that you can open yourself up, crack yourself open, and be this real version of you. And that might be scary for a lot of people, because it is scary. Like, every transition I went through, every name I decided to go by, every version of me, you have to grieve that person. And it's hard, because that was a big part of your life, being that identity. But that's what I went through, and that's what I want to help people with. Finding out I'm neurodivergent, finding out I'm queer, connecting with my spirituality. These are all things that I have been through. I've been through bad relationships, tough breakups, big life transitions. And you can just look at everything you've been through and be like, well, now I'm an expert at that. That's why certain people are drawn to you, come to you with certain experiences that they've been through. And you're like, why do I always attract people who, X, Y, and Z? And it's because, like, you're like, well, I know exactly what to say to them because I have been through that. And that is why they know on a spirit level that you are able to help them. And I guess that's where I'm kind of at with this all being like paid to help these people, because I do need to make this like a professional setting. And it's more than just having someone come up to you for advice. It's so much deeper than that when you do that type of work in coaching. And a lot of people need more than just, everyone does, more than a surface level conversation. There's like a deep healing that is needed on earth, so people can really grow and learn, and then be inspired to put their pain into purpose and to help people with what they've been through. So it's really like a chain reaction and a ripple effect. And I'm really grateful for it, because I don't want to work a 9-to-5 anymore. I don't want to be part of a corporate world and go into burnout and be exhausted. Like, I can't even picture doing that. I don't even get up early enough to work a 9-to-5. Like, I'm really settling into my night owl, and knowing that a lot of my clients are night owls, like, that just schedule makes more sense for me. It's waking up later, staying up later, not going to bed early, and not getting up. I can't get up at 7 a.m. I probably could if I really, really wanted to, but I'm just settling into this here and now, and really trying to meet myself where I'm at, which is what I want to do with clients too. it's just so important to just meet yourself where you're at, see what you can do, what small changes, what small goals you can set, and don't put pressure on yourself to change everything in one day, because you're not going to. And then you're just going to be overwhelmed, and then you're just going to judge yourself, and your harsh inner critic is going to come out, and you're just going to be more unmotivated than when you started trying to make changes. So right now, I like to sleep in. So I'm going to sleep in and adjust my business accordingly. And I think that that's going to be great, because a lot of people who are working need to meet with a coach later in the day anyway. So that's my little spiel on that. And I've also been getting a lot of telling my story, and I've said it a few times in different videos, but this feels like a very fresh start type of vibe on my page. So I'm just going to, I feel like the people who are watching this video aren't going to watch the first video where I actually expressed this, I believe, because I'm just a completely different version of myself from when I made that first video, which is really cool. So a lot of people that I've met are just wondering how I became spiritual. Like, what was my path to becoming, wanting to be a life coach and getting into meditation, all these things. So I had broken up with an ex who I was getting married to, and that was a big deal, because I could have just done that and done that life. But it was to the point where I couldn't. I was so exhausted, so not aligned at all, just so uncomfortable with my body, with myself. Just everything in my life was a mess, and I needed to listen to myself, and I did. I kept getting you don't want to be with him, you need to break up with him, you cannot get married, and it just happened one day. And I moved out on my own for the first time, and that was literally horrible, because I was so used to being in codependent relationships for such a long time. So I ended up quitting my job, and then I had a surgery where I was literally forced to rest, and I learned to meditate while laying down. I would listen to YouTube videos, lay in my bed, and just try to still myself, try to still my mind, not think so many thoughts. I would usually fall asleep, but that's pretty normal for a lot of people, how they start out meditating, because at least you're getting to that space of complete relaxation, and your mind's turned off, so you're falling asleep, so that's a good sign. And I never really considered meditating besides laying down and sitting in a cross-legged position of sitting in a chair. And I didn't even have a formal chair in my apartment at the time. I just had a comfy couch type chair. So I did that. I moved back home. And after my birthday, my 30th birthday, I received a call from a clairvoyant center in a city very close to where my apartment was. And I had not recalled looking this up, really. I think I slightly remembered, but I guess I filled out some kind of form of interest of wanting to take a class or something. So the teacher called and said, okay, class starts on Tuesday, bring some cash, this is how much it costs, and I'll see you then. And I was like, okay, sure, sounds great. And I just knew that I had to show up to this class. This is not how I would have approached anything at that time. I would not have just been okay, I'll be there. But my soul knew, my higher self knew, this is what we're doing. We're going to go meditate and learn how to tap into your clairvoyance and all of these fun things. So I showed up to the class, and then that was a 6-week thing where it was just learning to ground myself, learning to meditate. And then next thing I knew, I was clairvoyant training. And the rest is really history for me, because once I started training in that, learning to use my healing gifts, do readings for people, really get good at my tarot, like do it more in a professional sense. It was all like, well, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to deliver messages. I want to channel. I want to read. I want to heal. And that's why I just can't work a normal job, because having my own business and starting my own things is the only way I'm going to have the lifestyle that I really want. And if anyone out there is looking to get with their gifts, align with their purpose, figure out their true identity, meet them for the first time, maybe really come to some realizations, I would love to help. I would love to book a consultation call with you, talk about some of your goals and what transitions in life you're going through right now. And I'm also good with helping you declutter by giving energetic healings to your space and to yourself. And this will just help shift the energy. So if you would like, please click on the link in the description for my website. And then also please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. And if you made it to the end of this video, please put an orange heart in the comments. All right, bye.